Hello, everyone, and welcome to Golden Lions Stadium. I'm Tim Stubbs. Glad to be with you as we are underway with the opening kickoff. UAPB, it is homecoming, and the Golden Lions taking on Grambling State. Grambling State comes in 7-0 in conference play, trying to wrap up the division. UAPB still in search of their first win in conference. The Golden Lions will get the football to start it after the opening kickoff. Handoff right side, big hole, a nice gain of about 12, maybe 13 yards off the right side. Trying to see, I believe that was Brian, that was Hanley. I think it looked like number 20 there for a moment, but it was actually 30, which is the Golden Lions starting running back Brian Hanley, a senior here on Senior Day. Welcome in our radio listeners as we are underway here at Golden Lions Stadium. Tim Stubbs, glad to be with you here for homecoming. And UAPB with the football to start the game. Still trying to get our crowd mic on here, so bear with us. That was actually number 20 a minute ago. I thought that it was. That was Dennis Brunson here on Senior Day. Brunson got the opening carry, and he got that one as well. Brian Hanley is in there also. So you got 20 and 30 in the backfield for the Golden Lions. Just underway here, no score. UAPB and Grambling State. Handoff is going to be Brunson again. Nice misdirection right side. Picks up about 4 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 1 here for the Golden Lions. Doing a pretty good job here on the opening possession as they took over just outside of the 10-yard line. And they'll have a 3rd down and 1 at their own 28. We'll call it about 3rd and 2, actually. Third down and 2, they're going to pitch it wide left. McDonald is going to be short of the first down. No gain on the play. So it's going to be 4th down for the Golden Lions, and they're going to be forced to punt it. Had a 3rd down and 2. They pitch it wide to McDonald, and he was not able to get the first. So Guth is on to kick it away here. And pretty good kick back at the 25 and close to the 30-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 right there for Grambling State. That was Sean McLean on the return, just a return of about 5 yards. So Grambling will take over 1st and 10. Still working on our crowd mic. The windows here in the booth are very high up and very hard to open, so trying to get a crowd mic out. There is a beautiful crowd, and we'd like for you to hear it, but we're still working on it, trying to get the window open to get the mic out of the window. So bear with us as we continue to work on that here in the studio. 12-10 to play. First quarter. No score. 1st and 10 for Grambling. Handoff straight ahead over the 45 to the 46-yard line. A gain of about 4 on the carry. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. Going to throw it here, Williams. A short reception to the 49-yard line. And going to bring up third down and about 3 here for Grambling State. Williams takes the snap, handoff straight ahead. First down, Grambling up over the 45, down to the 44-yard line and into UAPB territory for the first time. And a first down for the Tigers. They're going to run a no-huddle attack here. Williams set at quarterback, looking right. Going to go up top, got a man wide open at the 20, the 10, and he's going to walk into the end zone for a Grambling State touchdown. That's Chad Williams. Right over the top, up the right sideline. He was wide open, and White was beat on the play. Maybe some little miscommunication there and a busted coverage. So Grambling State scores first, and we'll step aside here. 10:55 to play here in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Grambling. The Golden Lions to receive the kickoff when we come back.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day I found out I had something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
So unexpected changes often bother children with autism, and that story from Jacob inspired us to do the river scene, where the wave caused by a creature that was swimming pushed his boat to another direction, and that made him very upset.
Welcome back inside of Golden Lions Stadium. 10:55 to play here in the first. 7-0 Grambling State with the quick touchdown on their first possession. A 44-yard touchdown strike from Jonathan Williams to Chad Williams. And that's how Grambling gets the scoring started. Kickoff is short, taken from the 20. Peterson over the 29, maybe the 30-yard line. And that's about a 10-yard return there for Peterson. The Golden Lions will take over first down and 10 at their own 30 after going, they picked up one first down and then could not pick up the next on a 3rd and short. Duncan again in at quarterback for the Golden Lions. Brandon Duncan. Brian Hanley just to the left of him. 3 receivers set here for the Golden Lions on first down. Little quick strike to the right. Nice move by Willie Young and picks up about 10 yards and close to a first down here. Let's see where they're going to spot it. We had one line judge spotting it at the 39 and the other at the 41, and they're going to spot it at the 41. So a gain of 11 and a first down. Handoff, Hanley. Strong running up to the 44, gain of 3. Bring up second down and 7. 10-20 and counting here in the first quarter. 7-0 Grambling State coming in undefeated in conference play. It is homecoming here for the Golden Lions, so UAPB would love to spoil their perfect season in SWAC play. This ball is skipped off the ground and picked off, but it did hit the ground first. Grambling was looking for a pick 6 there, but the receiver, Willie Young, who dove for the football, could not get his hands underneath it before it hit the ground first, then popped up and intercepted. So The ball is dead as soon as it hit the ground. No interception. But an incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Golden Lions here at their own 44. Duncan going to throw it over the middle. He's got Swain at midfield, but he's going to be short of the first. Cody Swain, a little slant over the middle, but tackled immediately, and again, going to be about 2 yards shy of the first. So UAPB will punt it away here as they are on their own 49. Guth set to kick it away. Line drive, spiraling kick is caught on a bounce at the 5 and then up the right sideline, and a short return to about the 12, or check that, the 17. And that's where Grambling will take over. A good kick there by Guth, trying to pin him deep. It was picked up on a hop there by McLean. So here come the G-men once again out on the field, led by their senior quarterback, Jonathan Williams. Not a very big guy, just 5'11", 185, but very effective. Nice cut here on the run over the 30-yard line, and a gain of about 13 on first down here for Grambling. That was Martez Carter. He'll get the carry again. Big hole. Breaks into the secondary and trying to hold on to the football over midfield into UAPB territory, and finally down. They're going to spot him at the 49 of UAPB. A gain of 21 on the carry. Quick strike. This time it's going to be a loss on the play. Andre Mitchell with a nice play out in the left flat that time as they got it to Chad Williams. But he was wrapped up immediately in a loss of 2 on the play. Here is Williams going to throw it. Got a man open. Caught at the Golden Lion 43-yard line. Going to be shy of the first. Bring up 3rd down and about 4 here. Verlin Hunter on the catch that time for Grambling. Again, they will no huddle attack. 7:43 and counting here in the first. 7-0 Grambling. Now they have a first down pass play right over the middle and down at the 32-yard line. Going to be first down and 10 here for Grambling. They'll spread it. 4 receivers. Going to throw it up top and incomplete. Going in the direction of Rucker. Pretty good coverage there, but ball was thrown to the right a bit and overthrown a little bit as well. So bring up second down and 10 here for Grambling. Stops the clock at 7:15. Here in the first quarter. 7-0 Grambling with the lead midway part of the first quarter here. They fake it to Carter. Now Williams sprints to his right. A little busted play. Looking downfield. Now he's just going to keep it. Gets a block. And out of bounds after a nice gain of about 8, maybe 9 yards to the 24. They'll give him progress at about the 23. It's going to be 3rd and about 2 yards. Williams going to keep it himself and taken down inside the 10. And going to set up a first down and goal here for Grambling. So first down and goal. Williams looking left, dumps it off to Carter at the 10. Now he's at the 5. Nice move, end zone, touchdown Grambling. Martez Carter, sophomore running back from Monroe, Louisiana. And Grambling coming out, clicking on all cylinders to start this game. Extra point coming up. Orozco knocks it in, and we will take a break here. 6:19 to play first quarter here at homecoming for the Golden Lions. It's now 14-0 Grambling State, and the kickoff when we return.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Back inside of Golden Lion Stadium, Tim Stubbs got the crowd mic fixed. Thanks to Randy Kelley and his Spider-Man skills, able to get our difficult little window open and get some crowd audio, which makes a big difference in the broadcast. So thanks for bearing with us through that here on homecoming. In our final football game and broadcast on TV, we'll have a road game coming up next Saturday at Mississippi Valley to wrap up the season. Short kickoff, a short return. The Golden Lions will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22. With 6:11 to go here in the first quarter, 14-0 Grambling on top. Duncan with the play action. Going up top, he's got a man open. It's Rowland taking a big hit, but a first down catch at midfield. Patrick Rowland right up the left slot there. Big, beautiful crowd here on hand for this homecoming 2015. Flag is down. McDonald breaks a tackle, gets to the Grambling 45, picked up about 4 yards, but a flag was thrown at the very beginning of the play. We'll see what that's all about after the referee and the line judge call offsides. Offsides penalty on Grambling, so he'll replay first down, and it's just a gain of 4, so he'll take the 5 yards on the penalty instead, gain an extra yard, and repeat the down. So it'll be 1st and 5 coming up here for the Golden Lions at the Grambling 44. Duncan in the shotgun here. Young wide left, 2 receivers right. Looking for Young and almost picked off. Actually, it was Kyle Coleman, the son of Monty Coleman. Kyle was open, but trying to thread the needle there was Duncan, making a dangerous pass, almost intercepted. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Hawkins and Rowland to the left. Willie Young wide left is Young. Hawkins and Rowland to the right. Tried a little misdirection here. Handoff to McDonald, and he's swallowed up in the backfield, and he's going to lose about 5 on the play. And now I'm going to say it was a loss of 5. So 3rd down and 10. Golden Lions started with a 1st and 5, and after an incomplete pass and a loss of 5 on the carry. Now they got a 3rd and 10 at the Grambling State 49-yard line. Duncan takes the shotgun snap. He's got some running room here. He'll take it himself. Falls forward close to the first down. Let's see where they're going to spot it here. Very close. They're going to give him the first down. So on 3rd and 10, a huge hole over the middle, and Duncan, the quarterback, took advantage of it. They'll clear out the backfield here. In motion is Rowland. Duncan in trouble, dumps it off to Rowland at the last second. He's got some running room up the right sideline. And out of bounds after a gain of about 12 and a first down. So a nice play there by Duncan to Rowland. Rowland was in motion on the play. Faked the handoff to him, and then they dumped it off to him after that, right before Duncan was hit. Now in motion is Coleman. Duncan will keep it himself as they fake the handoff to Rowland and up to the 24. So the Golden Lions are on the move here, trailing 14-0. The Golden Lions with 3:27 to go here in the first quarter, driving at the Grambling State 24. 2nd down and 6. Duncan looks right, throws a little fade towards the end zone and almost caught, but he was out of bounds anyway. Willie Young was trying to say he was pushed out of bounds, but he was out of bounds and then came back in and tried to make the catch. But he was trying to say he was forced out. It may be a penalty. There is a flag down back at the 26. And it's going to be a personal foul. Face mask on the Golden Lions. One of the linemen. That's big. That's a 15-yard penalty. And that's going to really back the Golden Lions up here after they were at the Grambling 24. That's going to scoot them all the way back to the 30, almost the 39 here. And bring up 2nd down and 2nd about 23. Another flag has come in now. Third down and 10. Gonna go left with it. Bring up. Or it's 3rd down. The marker was wrong on the field. So it's gonna be 3rd down now. It was actually 2nd down and 25, and now it's 3rd and 25 after the incomplete pass. So sorry for the mix up there. Shotgun snap coming. Going to throw it over the middle, wide open, and a great catch by Willie Young as he goes up high to make it, but he has to fall down at about the 21-yard line. He's going to be shy of the first down. He picked up about 21 on the play, but it's going to be 4th and 4 because it was 3rd and 25. If he could have, the pass wasn't so high, he could have caught it and then got the first down, but he had to go up and leap and catch. It's going to be a field goal opportunity here from the left hash. going to be a 37-yard attempt. The kick is up, it's long enough, and it's good. 37-yard field goal for the Golden Lions by Jamie Gillen. And UAPB is on the board here at Homecoming 2015. We'll step aside.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
14-3, Grambling State with the lead here in the first quarter. Short kickoff taken from the 20, and it's stuck hard at about the 27. Now they'll gang tackle him way back after that. Forward progress, we'll give him about the 25. Grambling State will take over here with 2:12 to go in the first, leading the Golden Lions 14-3. Big, nice crowd on hand. Both bands are here today. Should be a fantastic halftime show. Williams set for the snap. Handoff now bouncing outside over the 30, 35, up to about the 38. And a first down carry there by Justin Kelley. Kelley out of Port Allen, Louisiana. Junior running back. Movement up front here. It's going to be a false start, I believe. Yes, it is. On Grambling State. So that'll back them up 5 yards with 1:52 to go here in the first. And Grambling leading 14-3 over the Golden Lions. A lot of fans in the stadium and still a lot of fans out in the parking lot, still tailgating or slow to get in. And be a large portion of them that will probably remain out there. Maybe tuning in to the game on the radio or just celebrating homecoming. And another false start here on Grambling State. So that's going to back them up 5 more. Make it first down and 20 now after back-to-back false starts. 1:46 left here in the first. So first and 20 now for Grambling. At their own 28, going deep up the left sideline and incomplete, looking for Chad Williams. But it was well covered up the left sideline by senior Jamal Hunley. And bring up second down and 20 now. Looking for a tunnel screen. They got a man. It's Hunter. Hunter up to the 37-yard line. Gain of about 8 on the play. Going to bring up third down and about 12 here. We'll give him 9. Call it 3rd and 11. Verlin Hunter, 6'2" receiver out of Mansfield, Louisiana. He's a junior. They pick up almost 10. So we'll say 3rd and 10 officially. Williams takes the snap. Going over the middle, incomplete, looking for Hunter again. He got one hand on it. Reggie Rayford was there in coverage. Ball's incomplete. And Grambling not able to get out of that 1st and 20 hole they were in after the 2 false starts. Will eventually now have to punt the football away. Roland and Mitchell back deep for the Golden Lions, back at about their own 25. .110 to play here in the opening quarter here at homecoming. 14-3, Grambling got off to that great start. UAPB countered with a field goal and now forcing Grambling to punt here. Rugby style end over end kick taken by Rowland from the 26. Got some room up the left sideline and forced out of bounds at about the 39. Picked up about 13 on the return. Was spotted at the 40. So we'll see if the Golden Lions can pick up a little momentum here after scoring on their last possession and forcing a punt. Had a nice drive going. Duncan will take the snap here on a shotgun. Big hole up the middle. It's Williams, Keyshawn Williams, rips off about 10 yards to the 50. The freshman from Dalloway continues to do big things. They'll spot him at the 49. We'll call it 2nd down and 1. Williams will remain in the game here. Willie Young wide right. Hawkins wide left. Gonna throw it. Duncan over the middle. He had Kyle Coleman wide open, but incomplete. Pass was off the mark. Coleman had to turn his body around to reconfigure and try to make a tough catch, but he wasn't able to hold on to it. A better pass by Duncan. That would have been a big play. Missed opportunity there, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Come out here with a power I formation. Hand off, and Woodfork fumbles it, and Grambling State is recovered. My goodness. Try to slip it to the fullback, and Grambling State pounces on it at the UAPB 48. Boy, that is just that sequence right there is just kind of telling of how frustrating it's been for the Golden Lions in conference play this season. Miss a wide open receiver, would have been a gain of about 20, 25 yards and a 1st down. Instead, they miss him. Next play on 3rd and 1, fumble the football away and Grambling recovers. That sequence, in a nutshell, is how frustrating it's been. Tough break there for the Golden Lions. Hand off. Carter, nice cut. Boy, he's shifty. Close to the 40, to the 41-yard line. And that is, well, we got one scoreboard that almost showing 0 on the clock, and then the scoreboard by the field house is still stuck on 32 seconds. So I believe that's the end of the quarter, and it is. So we'll step aside here. The end of quarter number 1. Your homecoming 2015, it's Grambling State 14, UAPB 3. Grambling State will have the football when we start the 2nd quarter after this timeout.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Back inside of Golden Lions Stadium here. Tim Stubbs, glad to be with you as we start the 2nd quarter of play. Grambling State with the football. They'll have a 2nd down and 3 from the Golden Lion 41. 14-3 our score. Grambling with the lead. There's a flag down on the play. That's going to be against the Golden Lions, it appears. So that's going to be a 1st down now for Grambling. And the scoreboard now near the UAPB field house is completely, looks like it's completely off. Having some power issues over there and some clock issues. Williams going to throw it up top. Got a man wide open. He missed him for a touchdown. That would have been an easy score for Grambling. But Jonathan Williams had too much on that pass. Need to put a little more air underneath it, and that would have been 6. Streaking up the middle of the field, a little post pattern there, was Chester Rogers. One that got away from Alabama A&M. He's from Huntsville. Shotgun snap here on 2nd and 10. Williams rolls to his right. In trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Sacked back at the 49-yard line. DeMarcus Berry was the first one to get in there and got some backside help by Mark Lucien. That's going to make it 3rd and forever here for Grambling. A huge loss. Big loss of about $12, I believe. My goodness. So 3rd down and maybe about 22, 23 here. Williams going to throw it, gets protection, rolls to his right, hits his tight end, and I believe out of bounds at about the 43. A flag is down. Flag down in the backfield. Could be a hold here. And looks like they're going to decline it and punt this football to the Golden Lions. .56 to go. It is declined, and Grambling will have to punt it away. Jonathan Wallace on to punt it. Andre Mitchell is the deep man. 13:56 to go, 2nd quarter, 14-3, Grambling with the lead. Wallace. It's the kick away. Mitchell calls a fair catch at about the 13. So the Golden Lions will take over 1st and 10 at their own 13, holding Grambling on back-to-back possessions after Grambling scored on their first 2 possessions. See if the Golden Lions can get something going here. They've looked a little better offensively on their last couple of drives. 37-yard field goal by Jamie Gillen. The drive before last to get UAPB on the board. They'll take over 1st and 10 here at their own 13-yard line. Willie Young, the lone receiver. He's to the left here. I formation. McDonald dots the I. They'll play action. Looking to go deep. They held up Willie Young. He catches it anyway. 2 flags in on the play, and I believe that's going to be holding or pass interference on Grambling, and Young caught it despite all the contact and out of bounds at the 43. He was held up initially out of his break. It was a play action. He had a little stutter and go, and they grabbed him. They'll decline it and take the result of the play, which was much more than the penalty. They'll spot him at the 47. So a gain of 34 on the pass play. They'll pitch it wide right. Williams trying to get there. It was kind of horse collar down from behind. He's going to lose big on the play back to the 42-yard line, a loss of about 5. Bring up 2nd down and about 15 here. They'll spread them out this time. No backs. 5 receivers to work with here for Duncan. Steps up in the pocket, crossing pattern over the middle to Hawkins. He goes backwards trying to get to the edge and finally makes up what he lost going backwards just to get back to the 50. Gain of about 7 or 8 on the play, going to bring up 3rd down and 7. But he had all kinds of room over the middle, caught it and instantly went backwards about 3 or 4 yards and was able to get that yardage back as he raced to the sideline. Almost a dangerous decision there. So 3rd down and 7. Ball right at midfield. Gonna snap it. Shotgun. Now a penalty flag's in. They blow the play dead. It's gonna be a false start. And make it 3rd and a little bit longer here. Be 3rd and about 13 coming up. A lot of penalties already in this game. There were a total of 6 penalties in the first quarter, and it has continued here in the second. So 3rd down and 13. Again, they'll spread them out here. 5 wide receivers. Duncan going over the middle, and Willie Young makes a fantastic catch in traffic. Enough for a first down at the 41 of Grambling. Not sure how he caught that ball. He had a guy all over him. Jatarius Pouncey was all over Willie Young, but he still made a fantastic catch for the first down. 2 great catches on this drive for Willie Young. Now 4 catches in the game for about 80 yards receiving. Going to throw it again. It's Young again. His 5th catch of the first half. This time a short gain of about 4 yards. And down at about the 37. Bring up 2nd down and 6. Just over 11 minutes left here in the second quarter. Big halftime show coming up. The M4 and the Human Jukebox, known as the Grambling State Marching Band, also here. Duncan was going to throw it. Now he's going to run it, and he's going to pick up the first to the 29. Good looking drive here for the Golden Lions. Started at their own 13-yard line. And now they're moving the football swiftly on this drive as they try to inch a little bit closer. Down 14-3 to Grambling, but Golden Lions have held in there. Looked like it could be a rout early on. Little end-around pitch here. It's going to go to Rowland, and he got it by the first man, but the second wave's going to drive him hard out of bounds into the UAPB sideline. That was Pouncey, I believe, on the tackle. Just a gain of a couple on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 8. We'll call it 2nd and 9. They just give him a yard. .950 and counting before halftime. Duncan going to throw it here. Now he's going to run it again. As a couple of Grambling State Tigers collide into one another, trying to take Duncan down. Kind of went to a sliding knee there and picked up about 6 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 3. They'll spread them out here. No back set. Duncan going up top, right side for Willie Young, and incomplete. The receiver, Young, trying to make a tough catch. The defensive back was not playing the ball at all. Kind of a face guarding incident there. It was Pouncey. The ball hit Pouncey right in the back. As Young was trying to make the catch, Pouncey was facing Willie Young. But it's going to go incomplete, bring up 4th down and 3. The Golden Lions are going to go for it. 4th and 3 from the Grambling 23-yard line. Flag is down. I believe it is caught anyway for the first, but I believe it was going to be a offsides on Grambling. Either way, it should be a first down for UAPB. It's caught by John Hawkins for a short gain of about 5 or 6, enough for the first. Offsides. So either way, it's declined. They'll take the result of the play, first down UAPB. With 9:05 to go before halftime. And a fast-moving first half. Duncan gonna throw it, busted play, was looking for Hawkins. And Duncan thought Hawkins was gonna go left, and Hawkins went right. And luckily nobody was there as that ball fell incomplete in the end zone. Had some man coverage out there, and if executed, it would have been a touchdown, as he had some space. Bring up 2nd down and 10 here from the Grambling 16-yard line. Rolling in motion, they'll fake it to him. It's going to be a keeper by Duncan. Some running room over the 10, dives forward to the 9, and picks up about 7, maybe 8. Bring up 3rd and short here. They can get a first down around the 6. They'll spot him at the 9, so we'll call it 3rd and 3. But a really nice looking drive here by the Golden Lions. Let's see if they can cap it off. So 3rd down and 3 from the Grambling State 9-yard line. Brian handling the lone back. Woodfork in there as well. They'll give it to Woodfork, and he is hit for no gain. Tried to slip it to Woodfork in a formation that looks like it's going to go to the running back. But they give it to the fullback instead. No gain, and they're going to go for it again here on 4th down. 4th and 3 from the Grambling State 9. 7:40 to go. Second quarter, big play coming up. They'll snap it to Duncan. Option pitch. Brian Hanley is going to be taken down for a huge loss back at the 19-yard line. And a loss of 9 on 4th and 3. Tried to option pitch it to him, but Grambling State was there to eat him up in the backfield, and he was fighting for yardage but couldn't get away from the swarm of Tigers. So with 7:19 to go, second quarter, the Golden Lions, probably their best drive of the game, will end on 4th down. So Grambling will take over. 1st and 10. They'll spot it officially at the Grambling State 18-yard line. So it was a loss of 9 on the play. It's just 14-3 Grambling. The Golden Lions have lost a fumble at midfield and had the ball inside the Grambling State 10-yard line and get no points out of it. That's big. Handoff. Nice cut up to the 25. Gain of about 7 on the play. Justin Kelley. Rayford on the stop for the Golden Lions. Bring up 2nd down and 3 here from the Grambling 25. They'll pitch it to the end around man. First down, a little more to about the 34-yard line. Kajandre Domino. Senior receiver out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Williams with the handoff this time and stuffed. Kelley was stuffed this time, no gain on the play. John Trail Lockett on the tackle. Bring up 2nd down and 10 here for Grambling. At their own 34. Shotgun snap to Williams. Over the middle, caught midfield, first down. Now down to the 46 of UAPB. Found a little soft pocket there in that zone. And Williams rifled it in there to Chad Williams. He caught a touchdown in their opening drive, 44-yard strike early in the first quarter. So we'll bring up 1st and 10 now from the 46 of UAPB. No huddle. Fast-paced attack here. Handoff. It's going to be Justin Kelley again up to the 43-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the carry. Again, Lockett with the tackle. Clock's at 5.5 here before halftime. Gold Lions trying to get a substitution. They're going to get a 12 men on the field penalty here. Williams rolls to his right, got a free play to work with. Got a man wide open. It's picked off by UAPB, but it's not going to count because the Gold Lions could not get their extra men off the field. That was Jontrell Lockett needing a break. He was running off the field, but they snapped it before he got off. So it's going to be 12 men on the field. That's why they ran the play anyway. He went deep down the middle. He had Chad Williams wide open, but he overthrew him by plenty, and it was picked off by Hundley rather. But it's not going to count, unfortunately. Make it 2nd down and 2 here. Second down and 2 from the Golden Lion 38. Kelley straight ahead, breaks a tackle. Rayford with an ankle tackle, but not before. 1st down, Grambling at the 27. So Grambling State will move the chains here as their marching band makes their way down out of the stands. They will perform first at halftime. They'll snap it, ball's loose. Golden Lions pick it up. And it's Hundley, scoops it up, takes it down to the 43. That's where he is taken down. Justin Kelley fumbled the football, and Jamal Hundley scooped it up. So this time it does count. He had an interception a moment ago that didn't count because 12 men on the field. Well, he'll get a turnover anyhow. This time a fumble recovery for the senior. So the Golden Lions still hanging tough. 14-3 Grambling. Going up top, right side for Hawkins. Great catch. Hawkins hauls it in at the Grambling State 30-yard line. And now they're going to say incomplete at the last second. Right in front of the UAPB sideline, Hawkins couldn't believe the call. The UAPB coaches are eating up the official down there. It looked like a great catch. They're saying on his way to the ground, he did not hold on to the football entirely. That he was bobbling it, juggling it to the ground. Definitely that would be reviewable if this were a nationally televised game. But fortunately it is not. So 2nd down and 10, that waves off a huge pass play. Over the middle, they get it to Hawkins again. And he's got a big gainer up to the Grambling State 38. So negated the big catch. Next play over the middle, gets a big chunk of it back. Sometimes a game of perseverance. Just got to keep grinding. Just over 4 minutes to play before halftime. UAPB driving. They'll pitch it to Rowland, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. Back at the 42. And a loss of 4 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 14. Clock will run with 3:45 and counting before halftime. UAPB trying to savor the clock a little bit here so they don't give it back to Grambling with too much time left. Going to be a wide receiver screen to Hawkins. He beats his man up the left sideline and tripped up out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out at the 32. And he almost broke free there. And he did pick up about 9. Bring up third down and 4 here. So a gain of 10 on the play on the little wide receiver screen. 3rd and 4, Duncan gonna throw it. It's Kyle Coleman. He's got it for a 1st and more at the 20. 15, Coleman down to the 10-yard line, a big first down. The senior Kyle Coleman from right here out of Pine Bluff, Weston Chapel. And his one and only season for UAPB. Playing on senior day. His career started at Arkansas State, played for 3 different coaches, and now here in his 4th season, another coach, which is his father, but 4 years of college football and 4 different coaches. Not many people can say that. Gonna throw a slant. Willie Young almost made a one-handed catch. Instead, it is intercepted at the 2. Are you kidding me? Willie Young almost made an unbelievable one-handed grab. The ball was thrown grossly behind him. But what he did was deflect the football to the Grambling player who made the interception, falling to the ground at the 2. So bitten by great effort there by Willie Young, who almost made a fantastic catch on a poorly thrown slant. And it results into a lucky break there for Grambling State. And that's now back-to-back drives for the Golden Lions down inside the 10-yard line and get no points. So Grambling will run it. Carter up over the 5. That ball comes loose at the tail end of the play. Now there's a big pile up for it. They never blew it dead. And the Golden Lions may have recovered a fumble here. LaFarrell Franklin is pointing UAPB football, but we'll have to wait and see what the official says. And it looks like it's going to be Grambling ball. So they give it back to Grambling, a huge pileup at the 9-yard line. Grambling almost giving it right back to UAPB there. Approaching 2 minutes left here in the second quarters, 14-3 Grambling with the lead. The Golden Lions have had 2 great opportunities. Going to go up top right sideline. Chad Williams hauls in a tough catch and out of bounds at the 37. A gain of 28 on the play. And stops the clock at 1:54. Shotgun snap coming up here for Williams. Rolls to his left, now off his back foot. Had DeMarcus Berry right there in his mustache, and somebody may have lost a shoe on the play. Well, 1:48 is where the clock's going to stop. Grambling leading 14-3. Scored on their first 2 possessions of the game, but UAPB has held in there and really could have the lead right now. Pass is caught left sideline and out of bounds. Gain of about 10, maybe 11 is going to be enough for a Grambling first down at the 47. UAPB's had the ball twice inside the 10-yard line on their last 2 possessions and have no points to show for it. But trail 14-3. Williams going to throw it here on first down off his back foot and out of bounds into the GSU sideline. Again, getting great pressure by the front 4 there, the Golden Lions. Nicholas Stroud, a freshman Defensive end from Monroe, Louisiana was right there in his face. Good look at some of the Golden Lion fans here on homecoming. .133 left to go. They're going to set up a bubble screen right. Williams got it. Gain of almost 10 here and close to a first down. Taken down by Dave White. Maybe just shy of the first at the 44 of UAPB. It looks like a timeout is called by Grambling. We will keep it here. The family of Devin Gales, the Southern University football player who sustained a spinal cord injury earlier this season, he and his family, they wish to thank the UAPB football team, coaches, administrators, faculty, staff, students, and Golden Lion fans for your acts of kindness. The total amount raised by UAPB to support Devin in his recovery efforts, nearly $1,700. And so a big thank you to the Golden Lions for their contribution. Towards the Devin Gales injury, and it was a nasty one there against Georgia earlier in the season at Georgia and Athens, and had to be carted off the field. And so the Golden Lions doing their part in support. Handoff and going nowhere is Kelley, and maybe lost a yard. Jontrell Lockett, first man in there. Willie Duncan as well. 3rd and 1 coming up here, or 4th and 1 now for Grambling, and they may punt it away. And they will. Give UAPB's defense a lot of credit, as it looked like Grambling was going to light the scoreboard up there in the first quarter, scoring on their opening 2 possessions, but have yet to score since. UAPB's done a nice job making some adjustments and stepping up their game. This is a high-powered Grambling State offense that the Golden Lions have held in check here in the first half with 1:10 to play before halftime. Grambling will punt it away to the Golden Lions, leading 14-3 are the G-men. Punting it inside the 10, and boy, that was well played by the Grambling State special teams on one hop and down at the 4-yard line. That was Jonathan Wallace on the kick. Ran a 3 or 4 steps to his right, line drive kick, one hop down at the 4. Can't play it much better than that. So 1:02 to go. The Golden Lions inside their own 4. Let's see if they're going to be aggressive or conservative here, deep in their own territory with 1:02 to play before halftime. Grambling leading UAPB 14-3 here. Homecoming 2015 here at Golden Lions Stadium. They'll snap it. Screen set up to Willie Young. He goes to a knee to catch it and loses yardage back at the 2. Loss of 2 on the pass play. Now it's 2nd down and 12. From the 2-yard line. Got to be careful here. Clock 35 seconds and counting. So the Golden Lions now going to play it conservatively. They got to be careful. Don't want to get a safety. And almost been bobbling the snap. And McDonald does a nice job. Not sure if that was meant to be snapped to him, but he caught the direct snap. The running back, McDonald, bobbled it and got out of the end zone and up to about the 3. Bring up 3rd down and 10. They'll say from the 4, but the Golden Lions call a timeout here. So a timeout called on the field by UAPB with 16 seconds left at their own 4-yard line. Figure maybe they would just let the clock run out. We'll see what they want to do with it here on 3rd and 10 from their own 4. They put 3 seconds back on the clock, so 19 seconds left. Gonna hand off. Keyshawn Williams gets to the 10, gain of 6. Now Grambling calls a timeout. That's why I was wondering why UAPB called a timeout a moment ago, because if you don't get the first, that still leaves some time left for Grambling to get it back with good field position. And so Grambling does just that. They stop UAPB, then they call a timeout to see if they can get a return here or maybe a little bit closer to get one more scoring chance before halftime. As Guth is on to kick it away. He stands about 5 yards deep in his own end zone here. They bring some pressure. Short kick. And gonna be picked up, and a big hit. Dangerously trying to pick it up was the return man. And he fumbled it as he was drilled as he dangerously tried to pick that football up at the 41 with just 1 second left, and really ill-advised play by the return man for Grambling State. That was number 86, Sean McLean. And his coach is letting him hear about it. Dangerous on 2 ends. Could have turned it over. You could have got seriously hurt as well. Now on the 41, you're going to see Grambling with 1 second left. Probably Hail Mary time, heave it up deep. See if somebody can make a play. So they'll spread it out. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right here. From the 41, final play of the half. Williams under some pressure. Now he will heave it deep over the middle. End zone, caught, are you kidding me? Touchdown, Grambling State. And there wasn't even a Hail Mary. He threw it off his back foot, a dart. And somehow, receiver was wide open. And that was amazing on the final play, and that's why you didn't want to give Grambling State the ball back before halftime. And UAPB had been playing so well since early in the first quarter, and it gives Grambling State a big shot in the arm going into the locker room. Extra point coming up here for Orozco. Makes it 20-3 Grambling. On the final play of the first half, a 41-yard touchdown pass. Jonathan Williams, he's got a very strong arm as he threw he was on the run, going to his right, threw back across over the middle and had a man open in the end zone. It wasn't even a jump ball situation. It was just a dart. Now I got penalty flags everywhere. Monty Coleman's coming out on the field at about the 15, yelling at the officials. And not quite sure what happened there. The extra point coming up here for Roscoe, and it will end the first half, and it's good. So we are at halftime here, homecoming 2015, with our score Grambling State 21, UAPB 3. With Grambling scoring on the final play of the first half. We'll have the big halftime show, Battle of the Bands, coming up for you. Grambling State, then the M4 for UAPB soon after that. Back in a moment.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do. Yeah, but I don't know where to start.
That's why we're here. We're free, handsome.
I think we're breathtaking.
And here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together.
Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
The moment of truth has arrived. Focus your attention on the astoundingly acrobatic, fearlessly flexibly representing New Iberia, Louisiana, Mike, it's Showtime Bradley. And from the nation's capital, Chiplin, the North, Harvard. Double the pleasure, double the fun. Jamaican, down double solo.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
21-3 our score. Grambling State with the lead at halftime as we are about to kick off the third quarter. And UAPB will be kicking it to Grambling to start the third quarter. Grambling State scored on the final play of the first half, a 41-yard touchdown pass, as it was 14-3. And that made it 21-3, and that was a big blow right before halftime. And then they get the football back to make matters worse to start the third quarter. So they get a 2-for-1. Short kickoff, and it's going to go out of bounds. That's going to give Grambling State the football at the 35 on the illegal procedure. So that's how we start the third quarter. In that first half, Grambling State 37 plays ran for 315 yards. UAPB 42 plays ran for 251 yards. Grambling State had 15 first downs, 12 for the Golden Lions. Jonathan Williams, the quarterback for Grambling State, 15 of 21 for 220 yards, 3 touchdowns. The leading receiver was Chad Williams, 5 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown. The leading rusher was Justin Kelley, 8 carries for 44 yards. Martez Carter, 5 for 43. For the Golden Lions, Brandon Duncan, 14 of 22 for 196 and an interception, no touchdowns. Leading receiver was Willie Young, 6 catches for 85 yards. John Hawkins, 4 for 43. Patrick Rowland, 2 for 41, and Kyle Coleman, 1 for 22. Brandon Duncan was the leading rusher for the Golden Lions, 5 carries, 34 yards. And Dennis Brunson had 3 carries for 25. Keyshawn Williams, 3 for 17. Here on first down, Grambling's going to throw it, completed near the first down marker at the 45-yard line. And they're going to spot him at the 44. So a gain of 9 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 1. They'll run it. Kelley bounces outside, breaks a tackle, and out of bounds. And 1st down for Grambling at the UAPB 48. Kevin Carter credited with the stop along the sideline. No huddle attack here. They'll snap it to Williams. Kelley gets the handoff. Lucien rides him down at about the 45. Gain of about 2. Bring up 2nd down and 8 for Grambling State at the UAPB 45. Just 1 minute into the 2nd half here. Grambling leading 21-3 with the football. Gonna throw it. Williams looks right in the flat, out of bounds. Caught at the 40. And bring up 3rd and short here. Third down and 3 for the Tigers. Looking to complete. They're 7-0 right now in conference play. Trying to remain undefeated. Could clinch the division today. Bad pass over the middle thrown at the feet of their receiver, Chad Williams. Bring up 4th down and 3. See what Grambling State wants to do here. Looks like they're going to punt it. So missed opportunity there for the Tigers. Had an open receiver and a poorly thrown ball at the feet of the intended receiver. Watch the fake here. They will punt it. Nevertheless, fair catch caught at the 10. And that's where the Golden Lions will take over. They're giving progress to the 11. The 1st and 10 for the Golden Lions at their own 11-yard line. 13:25 left. Early 3rd quarter here, homecoming for UAPB. Big crowd. Weather's been pretty decent, a little chilly, but the sun's finally trying to sneak out here as we're a little bit after 4 p.m. It'll be getting dark here in about an hour and a half. The sun finally makes a little cameo appearance. But overall, very nice the last couple of days. Shotgun snap coming up here on 1st down. Gonna throw it. A little screen to Willie Young. He's got it at the 15. Down, we'll give him progress close to the 16-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play. Gonna run it. Brian Hanley has got the 1st down. Off the left side, good hard running for Brian. Gets it to the 23 and a 1st down for the Golden Lions. Try to get them out of this hole down here. This series started at their own 11. Gain of about 6. And this ball's picked off. Pouncey's got it at the 10-5. Touchdown, pick 6. Grambling State trying to set up a wide receiver screen to Hawkins. And it was read perfectly by Jatarius Pouncey. Sophomore defensive back out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Read it perfectly, picked it off at about the 12, and just casually jogs into the end zone for a pick 6 touchdown. Makes it 27-3 Grambling State. This was a 14-3 game with 1 play left before halftime. And now all of a sudden, early 3rd quarter, it's 28-3 after the extra point. quickly things can turn. We'll step aside. 12:24 to go, third quarter. 28-3 Grambling State with the lead. The Golden Lions will receive the kickoff after this timeout.
The UAPB mobile app helps you stay connected to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff from wherever you are. You will feel like a part of the pride as you access news, events, courses, maps, and UAPB private apps. To get to your private apps, simply log in using your designated UAPB username and designated UAPB password. You can also watch the latest videos and stay in touch with the campus on Facebook and Twitter. Need help? Simply navigate to settings and click on help. Show the pride, feel the pride, use the pride. Download your UAPB mobile app and stay connected.
.24 left here in the third. And quickly Grambling State scores on a pick six. Interception return for a touchdown to Terrius Pouncey. Little receiver screen. He read it, broke on it, picked it off. And easy touchdown for Grambling's defense. Kickoff taken from the 8-yard line and getting up to about the 18 and then fumbling it. I believe the Golden Lions got it back at the 14. Luckily, Keyshawn Williams fumbled it, and recovering it for the Golden Lions, I believe that was Eric Thompson. .12:14 to play in the third. It's 28-3 Grambling with the lead. The Golden Lions with the football at their own 14 to start the possession. Fake the handoff, rolling to his right. Duncan going deep down the middle to Willie Young, and a battle for it's going to fall incomplete. Young had it for a split second, and then it was almost intercepted. And Young is shaken up on the play as it was underthrown a bit. He was hit pretty hard as the ball was arriving. He had his hands on it for a moment, then the Grambling safety was Nicholas Peoples, and he got his hands on it as he collided into Willie Young, and it goes incomplete. Bring up second down and 10. Duncan going to throw it again. He's hit. The ball is knocked loose. He was hit right before he threw it, fumbling it, and Grambling State has recovered. When it rains, it pours. And it is pouring right now. Tough break there for the Golden Lions, as before Duncan could deliver the pass, he was hit from behind, blindsided. It knocked the ball loose, and Grambling, again, 2 possessions in a row, getting a big turnover with their defense. And an easy interception return on the last possession for a touchdown, and now they get set up perfectly here at the Golden Lion 14-yard line, 1st and 10. Pitch it wide right. Carter, a little cut back down to the 9. For a second there, looked like he was going to throw it. Martez Carter, sophomore, running back from Monroe, Louisiana. Here's Williams on second down, going to throw it, slant over the middle, caught, touchdown, Grambling State. Verlin Hunter, junior receiver, makes the catch. He's the one who caught the 41-yard touchdown on the last play of the first half as well. And now on a little skinny post there over the middle. 9-yard touchdown pass for Jonathan Williams. His 4th touchdown pass of the day makes it 35-3. Grambling State with 11:19 to go here in the 3rd. We'll step aside and have the kickoff when we return.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Grambling State set to kick it away here with 11:19 to go here in the 3rd. They have cashed in on 2 big turnovers by the Golden Lions here early in the 3rd quarter. It's now 35-3. Grambling in control. Kick taken from the 5. And Peterson gets up to about the 23-yard line. That's where the Golden Lions will take over 1st and 10. Javon Peterson, redshirt freshman out of DeSoto, Texas, on the return. With 11:15 to play, early 3rd quarter. Grambling in control. This was 14-3 with 1 play left before halftime. Since then, really in a matter of less than 4 minutes on the game clock. Big hole up the middle here. Brian Hanley, best run of the day, gets up to the 40. And a nice gain there for Hanley, about 17 yards. But about 4 minutes in real game clock, 21 unanswered for Grambling State. It really has turned this game into a lopsided score, but it was much closer than that for a while. And then a personal foul penalty on the Golden Lions. So after they get 17 on the run, they're going to give 15 of it back on a personal foul penalty. Crowd trying to get the wave going. An old sports tradition. So it'll be 1st down for the Golden Lions, but not where they had it at the 40. Instead, now it's back to the 25. But it'd be 1st and 10. Just cost them 15 yards on the ground. 11 minutes to play in the 3rd. Grambling State in control, leading 35-3. Duncan takes the snap, rolls to his left, going to go deep up the left sideline, looking for Willie Young. Incomplete, trying to make a leaping catch and out of bounds. Well defended on that side of the field. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Golden Lions. Now another penalty on the Golden Lions, unsportsmanlike. Back-to-back personal fouls. Now one of the Golden Lion players telling the official or the referee something, didn't like the call. They're going to get him out of the game before it gets a little too crazy down there. Coleman not happy on the sideline, talking it over with the referee. Stops the clock at 10:45 here in the 3rd. That's going to back them up 15 more. Make it 2nd down and 25, I believe it's going to be. Yep, they'll spot it at about the 13. They'll spread it out here, 5 wide, and no back set. Duncan steps up in the pocket, gonna run it. Got a little room at the 20, 25, shoved out of bounds at about the 26. They'll give him the 27. A nice gain on the play. Picked up about 16, 17 yards, so it'll be third and manageable here. Third and about 8. And they'll spread them out, no backs. Shotgun snap to Duncan over the middle. Incomplete, looking for Cody Swain, but the pass led too far. He was open, but had to reach too far for it, couldn't hang on. So bring up 4th down in a punting situation here for the Golden Lions. Got set to kick it away. Very low, short kick. It's a good roll and down at the 41 of Grambling. So that's where GSU will take over with 10:05 to go here in the third. Grambling State leading 35-3. They'll take over with pretty good field position at their own 41. Jonathan Williams, quarterback, having a big day for Grambling. Now 4 touchdowns in the game. He was 15 of 21 for 220 and 3 touchdowns at halftime. Here's a bad snap. And somehow Williams picks it up and is running for his life. Going to be pushed out of bounds at the 35. We'll spot him at about the 36, but loses 5 on the play. Could have been worse than that. Well spotted at the 35, so a loss of 6. Bring up 2nd down and 16. Williams rolls to his right, got a little running room. Now he will run it and picks up about 8 on the play. Bring up 3rd down and about 8 here. Clock rolling at 9:20 here in the third. Grambling leading 35-3. 3rd down and 8 from their own 43. They'll throw it left, got a man wide open and into UAPB territory for a 1st down at the 47. To John Dre Domino. First down and stuffed at the 45. Just a gain of 2 on the play. It's Justin Kelley on the carry for a short gain. We have 2nd down and 8 for Grambling State at the Golden Line 45. They'll throw it here on 2nd down. Stepping up in the pocket and releasing it and picked off. He was hit as he threw it, intercepted by Hundley. That's some running room midfield. Hundley Still on his feet at the 30, the 20. Hundley, one man to beat, taken down at the 5. Hundley almost took it back to the house as Williams was hit. As he threw the football, he overthrew the pass. And Jamal Hundley picked it off and ran it back about 85 yards. He almost stepped out of bounds, but he stayed in barely. And he was finally taken down at about the 5. Great return, great play by the senior, Jamal Hundley. Senior from Trussville, Alabama. And they're going to spot him actually a little closer than that. They give him about the 3. So the Golden Lions, another chance. This is their 3rd opportunity inside the 10-yard line. And it's going to be kept. Hundley, did he get in? They're going to spot him just short. Looked like he may have got in there, but they spot him just short of the goal line. Bring up 2nd down and goal inside the 1. They'll try it again here, and he's stacked up. Boy, it is hard to get in that end zone today. It'll be 3rd and goal from inside the 1. Gonna bring McDonald and Woodfork in. You see the lights come on soon here at the stadium, starting to get a little dark out there. Now power I formation here. And it's going to be Duncan. He'll just leap up himself and into the end zone. Yes, sir. Touchdown, Golden Lions. Brandon Duncan, quarterback keeper. And the Golden Lions finally make Grambling State pay on a turnover. Long interception return by Jamal Hundley set up the 1-yard quarterback keeper touchdown by Brandon Duncan with 6:50 to play here in the 3rd. Extra point coming up. Gillen knocks it in. We'll step aside with 6:50 to play here in the 3rd quarter. It's Grambling State 35, UAPB 10. Right back with the kickoff after this timeout.
You feel it from the moment you enter our campus. It's a legacy of greatness. We are the Golden Lion family, committed to innovation and truth. We all come from different places, but now call the Pride Lands home. Whether it's the sciences, arts, or business, we're shaping the minds that one day will reshape the world. The University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Become a part of the pride.
Back inside of Golden Lion Stadium, set for the kickoff here. It's a short kickoff taken from the 23 up the right sideline, and then still on his feet, finally ran out of bounds at about the 40. State will take over. Ball is turned over and fumbled. Golden Lions got it. Back-to-back turnovers here at the 35 34-yard line, and UAPB trying to get back into the game here. Getting back-to-back turnovers themselves. 6:36 to play here in the third. Makes it 35-10. As our score, Grambling with the lead. The Golden Lions now in business at the 34-yard line of Grambling. Hard running, Keyshawn Williams into the secondary up the left sideline, out of bounds at the 15. Gain of 19 on the play.
First and 10, Golden Lions from the Tigers' 15-yard line.
First down, snap rolling to his right, Duncan. He's going in the end zone. And he's got Rowland in the back of the end zone. Yes, sir, touchdown, Golden Lions. Patrick Rowland hauls it in. 19-yard touchdown strike from Duncan to Rowland, and the Golden Lions all of a sudden getting back in the game here off of back-to-back turnovers by Grambling State. 6 minutes to go in the third. It makes it 35-16. Extra point coming up here. Golden Lions showing a lot of fight. High snap. Gillen's kick is good. So we'll step aside here with 6 minutes to go in the third. And it's now Grambling State 35, UAPB 17. Here on homecoming, the Golden Lions will kick it away when we return.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed all that.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
Kickoff by Grambling. That's Carter taken from the 15. He's got a huge area to run on the right side of the field. Works his way up to midfield, now into Grambling State territory. Finally taken down at the 39. Let's see where they're going to spot it here. Still, there we go, at the 39-yard line of UAPB, so a big return there. By Martez Carter. They'll spread it out here, no backs. Williams over the middle. Got a man wide open at the 30. And cuts back at the 25 and hit hard out of bounds. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty on Reggie Rayford. Really uncalled for, didn't need to do that. That was Kajandre Domino who caught it. And then he was drilled hard out of bounds. With 5:40 to go here in the third. Spread it out again, first down, and they'll mark it at the 10. Williams, pump fake. He's going to keep it himself. And a little stutter step and out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Down to about the 4. So it'll be second down and goal from the 4 here. Williams takes the snap, and then he pitches it to his receiver, who dives for the pylon, and he's in. I believe, yes, touchdown Grambling State. Pitched it to his receiver that was coming in motion, Chester Rogers. And Rogers runs it in for a 4-yard touchdown run. With 5 minutes to go here in the third, so right when the Golden Lions get back in it, Grambling with the big kickoff return, then a 39-yard play drive to kill some of that momentum. We'll step aside, 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Grambling State 42, UAPB 17. Kickoff when we come back.
Do you like this top? It's so gay.
Really?
Yeah, it's totally gay.
You know, you really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting. What if every time something was bad, everybody said, "Oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top"?
Oh, you are.
Those are cute jeans, though. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Grambling State set to kick it away here. And it's going to be taken from the 5 with a 15. Snowed under at about the 20. 15-yard return there by Peterson on the return. 4:54 to play here in the third. It's 42-17, Grambling State with the lead. This was a 14-3 game with 1 play left before halftime, and all of a sudden, the scoreboard has just started lighting up, really for both teams since that point of the game. It's now 42-17. Grambling State waiting on the lights to come on any moment now as it's getting really dark out on the field. Lights still not on. They'll dump it off a little receiver screen over the middle, or the running back screen over the middle to Keyshawn Williams. He's got about 6. Second down and 4. And the lights are now coming on. Ask and you shall receive. And speaking of receiving, Willie Young receives one at midfield into Grambling territory. And a first down at the 43-yard line. Big pass play. Flag is down, however, back at the 27. I believe that's a flag. It's so dark out on the field, so it's a little bit hard to see. It is a flag, and they're going to pick it up. Decline it because it's on the defense. Duncan set for the snap here. Play clock's down to 10. First and 10 from the Grambling 44. Duncan fakes the handoff, hit from behind, and it's going to be sacked. Taken down at the 47-yard line by Grambling's Troy Roach. 3.5 to play here in the third. 42-17, Grambling with the lead. Golden Lions have a second down and 14 from the GSU 47. Gonna throw it deep over the middle. Hawkins goes up for it, and he is hit hard as it falls incomplete. Had his hands on it for a moment, but he knew he was just going to take a big hit. Couldn't hang on to it and still took the hit. And he's shaking up slow to get up here. And he is up, and will walk off to the sideline. It's going to be Williams. Williams, big gainer. Up over the 30, he's got a first down. And down to the 29-yard line, a gain of about 18 on the play. Keyshawn Williams again. Hand it off, Williams makes a man miss. Fights for extra yardage over the 25 to the 24, picks up 5. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 as the lights now fully on here at the stadium. .215 and counting. Here in the third. 42-17, Grambling with the lead. UAPB driving here. Duncan going up top. Willie Young and incomplete, fighting for position. Young was well covered up that right sideline by Dion Bonner. Bring up 3rd and 5. Coleman fighting for his team on the sideline. Felt like there was a lot of contact there by Bonner on Willie Young. They'll snap it here on 3rd and 5. Duncan over the middle, got a man open, rolling, had it for a moment. It was thrown behind him, he couldn't hang on to it. Incomplete. Probably go for it here. 4th and 5 from the Grambling 24. Golden Lions were 1 for 2 on 4th down conversions in the first half. Will go for it. They'll spread them out. So they want to spread them out and have Duncan run it here. Over the middle instead. Wide open's Cody Swain. He's got it inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for the Golden Lions. Cody Swain on the 4th down grab. Picks up the 1st. They'll spread them out again here. No backs. First down and goal from the 8. Coleman slot to the right. Going back of the end zone for Willie Young, and it's picked off by Bonner. And a bad pass there by Duncan. And a play like that, you got to put some air underneath it. You can see Willie Young showing him, throw it over the top. You got to make it where only your guy can catch it. And he threw it more of a line drive, and it was an easy pick for Bonner in the back of the end zone. As he was standing right in front of Willie Young, and that's one of those fade plays. You got to throw it over the top and drop it in there. You can't force it in there. So a bad mistake there by Duncan. Results in his 2nd interception of the day, or make that his 3rd. He's got 2 in this quarter. One was a pick 6. They'll dump it off here to Domino. Nice move. Little spin cycle inside the 31. 1:14 left in the 3rd. 42-17. The Lions had some momentum going. But again, the turnover bug bites them. Straight ahead here on the misdirection handoff. Hand it off, fake it to the end around man, and hand it off to the back. That's Kelley up to the 35, a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 from the GSU 35. Domino in motion, they'll fake it to him, give it to Kelley again. Same play, same result to the 40. Gain of about 5, bring up 3rd and less than a yard here. Probably one more play left in the 3rd quarter. But they'll give him the 1st down, it looks like. Maybe. It's very close. They're going to say just inches shy. Now the clock rolls 25 seconds. Stoppage and play here. Timeout's going to be called by Grambling as the play clock was about to run out on it. We'll keep it here with 9 seconds left here in the 3rd, and Grambling State having to call a timeout with the play clock about to run out on them. Homecoming 2015. Been busy all week with all kinds of festivities going on here. Culminated by today's football game. A huge crowd on hand. Parking lot full, all kinds of RVs and a tailgating bonanza going on out there. A lot of the crowd is still with us. A few left at halftime, as they do after they watch the band. It's no secret. And continue the tailgating. Hand off straight ahead. 1st down to the 45. And that's going to be the last play of the quarter. Once they set the chains, the clock should run out here, and it will. So that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Grambling State leading UAPB by a score of 42-17. We'll step aside, have the 4th quarter coming up for you here on UAPB-TV Sports and listening on 89.7 KUAP as well. Back in a moment.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the Forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family.
Ooh.
So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
First play of the 4th quarter, and Williams running for his life, throws it away. He's hit hard. Close to the sideline. It just goes as incomplete pass. So 2nd down and 10 coming up here. And in motion, they'll pitch it to Domino. Dives to midfield, a gain of about 5. Bring up 3rd and 5. Throw it over the middle, caught, 1st down and more. And down to the 42-yard line was Grambling's Chester Rogers, rather. Going over the middle, deep, and picked off. Rucker, an easy interception back at the 15. Now he's got running room over the 40 and finally taken down at about the 44. So a nice return and interception there for the Golden Lions. Kevin Rucker Jr., senior out of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Once again, the winning ticket for the RTC raffle, winning ticket number 479-7902. You can claim your prize in the end zone where the RTC tickets are located.
The Golden Lions will take over at their own 45 after the interception. .25 left. Here in the fourth, 42-17, Grambling still in control. Golden Lions have had their opportunities. I'll run it here, Williams. Strong run over midfield to the 49, bring up 3rd down and 4. Duncan looks to the sideline, gets his play set. Play clock down to 15. Now he's just taking his time looking over to the sideline. Kind of slow to get the play in here. Teams just rarely huddle up anymore. Gonna go right, caught, 1st down. Nice stop and go out of bounds by Willie Young. Nice little move. Catch and run to the 39 of Grambling State. 1st and 10.
Inside Tiger territory at the 39-yard line.
Clock rolls at 12:25. Snap it. Duncan going deep up top. Got a man open, wide open at the 5. End zone. Yes, sir. Touchdown, Golden Lions. Willie Young found himself wide open. And gets the easy touchdown catch. Caught it at about the 7. And goes in for the score. That puts quarterback Brandon Duncan now over 300 yards passing for the day. 12 minutes, 12 seconds left. Here in the fourth, the Golden Lions still battling. Extra point coming up. Gillen knocks it through. So 12-12 to play in the fourth. It's now 42-24 Grambling State with the lead and the kickoff when we return.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year?
Huh.
The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%?
That's
wow.
right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
12-12 to go. Here in the fourth, 42-24. Golden Lions still battling. As Guth kicks it away. Off the 22-yard line. And up to the 30. Tackled there, they'll give him. Spotted up close to the 31. 12:06 to go. Shotgun snap. Receiver screen, caught at the 30. Short gain for Chad Williams to the 34, gain of about 3. Grambling with an 18-point lead, but this game's still not over. 11:40 to play. They once led 35-3. Here's a bad snap. Now a penalty comes in. Touching on the snap. It's going to back him up. Make it second down at 12. 5-yard penalty. 11.5 to play. Second down and 12. From the 28. Going to throw it. Caught by Chad Williams right at the first down marker. Spotting just short, so 3rd and 1 here for Grambling. At their own 40-yard line. Handoff straight ahead. It appears to be enough for the first. Now penalty flags come in. It's going to be a personal foul after the play here. The result of the play was a first down on the run, but somebody got a personal foul and sportsmanlike penalty after. As we await the call. Let's call it on both teams. And they will replay the down. The result of the play was first down and the penalties negate. So will be first down for Grambling after all that. And they'll spot it at the GSU 43. 11 minutes to go here in the 4th. Man in motion, handoff big. Oh, Carter at the 40. It's a foot race. They won't catch him. 20-10 house. Touchdown. Martez Carter. 57 yards out for the score. With 10:38 to play, Martez Carter turns on the Jets. He had a huge hole there on the left side. It was never touched. Makes it 48-24 with 10:38 to play. Extra point is good. We'll step aside here. 49-24, Grambling State with the lead. 10:38 to go. 4th quarter kickoff. We come back.
Take my hand and start a brand new day. And together as one we'll
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people. Connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
10:38 remaining. Here in the 4th, it's 49-24, Grambling State. Martez Carter scoring on a 57-yard touchdown run just moments ago to take that 49-24 lead with 10:38 to go. Kickoff going to be taken from the 5 over the 20 and 25, driving forward and down at about the 28. .30 to go. 49-24. Golden Lions down, but they'll have the football here at their own 28. First and 10. Two receivers set to the left. Fake the handoff. Rolling left, throwing, looking for Willie Young. Makes a diving catch, but out of bounds. A leaping catch. He was shoved out of bounds about a yard or two. We'll bring up second down and 10. Hand off, left side, a little bit of running room for McDonald up to the 31. And of 3, bring up 3rd and 7. Ten minutes left here in the 4th. Duncan looks over to the sideline as he waits to get the play called in. And just kind of taking his time. Gonna throw it, looks right. Caught Willie Young out of bounds. Willie Young's having a big day. Got his hands on a lot of catches. He was at 8 catches for 120 yards. 3 quarters. He caught a long touchdown. Another catch there. He puts him over 10 catches for the game. Could have a 200-yard receiving game for this is all over with a touchdown as well. The Golden Lions are going to have to punt it as the pass play was too short. This one is maybe partially blocked. Lucky to get it off. That's going to be a penalty flag as Guth took a big hit. It was a bad snap almost over his head. He had to jump up and catch it. By the time he got the kick off, it's going to be a question of whether they got a piece of the ball or not. If they did not, it's going to be roughing the kicker and be a first down. If they did, they may wave it off. Let's see. Caught it running into the kicker, but it's enough for a first because it was just 4th and 3. So UAPB will keep the ball here. Have it 1st and 10 at their own 40 after the running in of the kicker penalty. Keeps it alive. They'll dump it off to Rowland, and he's squared up perfectly and taken down for a big loss. Loss of about 6 on the pass plays. He caught it and instantly. Nicholas Peoples was right there, squared him up, took him down. Bring up 2nd and 16. Duncan set for the snap. They'll clear out the backfield. Going to throw it over the middle. Kyle Coleman, a nice catch. Takes the hit. Spins off a man and gets up to the 46. And going to be a gain of about 12 and bring up third and about 4 here. Eight minutes to go. And this is going to be a busted play and caught by Hawkins. And if it was offsides, then this play is going to stand. Something happened there at the beginning of the snap. Hawkins makes an easy catch and down at the 19-yard line of Grambling, but we'll see what the penalty is. I believe it was offsides. And it was, so the pass play will count. So the Golden Lions another good opportunity here. Have it 1st and 10 at the Grambling 19. Again, a no back set. They'll spread them out. Duncan almost got him to jump off sides again. But then it turned into a false start. Had their guy jump, he got back on sides, and then the Golden Lions moved after that. That'll back them up 5. .7:24 left. Pass play to Hawkins, caught it, fumbled out of bounds, but it's after the catch, so they'll get it back for a gain of about 5, close to the original line of scrimmage. Duncan takes his time, looks over at the sideline. Seems like they'd have a little more urgency. Over the middle, wide opens Hawkins at the 10, the 5, in zone, yes sir. Touchdown, Golden Lions. John Hawkins with another touchdown. And the Golden Lions pull a little closer with 6:46 to go here in the 4th. 19-yard strike from Duncan to Hawkins. Makes it 49-30. Extra point coming up. A lot of scoring for both teams here in the second half. High snap. Kick is up and it's good. So we'll step aside with 6:46 remaining. Grambling State 49, UAPB 31. Right back after this timeout. Short kickoff. Going to be taken from the 35 up over the 40 and down at about the 41. 6:39 remaining in the game. It's 49-31. Grambling State with the lead and the football. Good field position here at their own 41. Throw it and caught at the 45. Out of bounds there. Stops the clock. 6:34. And the band gets a warning for playing during the action. Now the clock will run. going to throw it. It's caught. And up over the 45, the 44. Just over 6 minutes left here in this homecoming game. Grambling State leading 49-31. They have a first down and 10 at the UAPB 44. They'll work the clock a little bit now as, again, nobody really huddles up anymore. But they'll take their time in getting the play snapped. Hand off to Kelley, and he's stacked up for a loss of 2. Throw it here. Second down and 12, in trouble and going down for a big loss and a sack. It's Williams all the way back at the Grambling 45. Marcus Berry. A huge loss on the play. Something. Couldn't even hear the official. They're going to spot it at the 45. Third down and over 20 here. Stepping up in the pocket, Williams dumps it off over the middle. A crossing pattern at the 44. UAPB, but he's going to be well shy in the first. So Grambling will punt it away. That was Chester Rogers on the catch. 3:50 remaining in the ball game. Wallace on to punt it away here. Mitchell back deep at his own 10, set to receive the kick. Line drive kick caught by Mitchell, hit hard at the 15. And down there. So 1st and 10 for the Golden Lions at their own 15. Now some pushing and shoving after the plate. Another personal foul penalty. We've had a lot of those today. With 3:20 to go. The second half has taken a long time. A lot of penalties today. Looks like they're going to call this one on Grambling. Move the football up to the 30-yard line. That's now where the Golden Lions will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 30 with 3:20 to play. And now we're going to have a false start on the Golden Lions, looks like. Not quite sure what that was all about. Snap it here. No harm, no foul over the middle. Nice catch, Kyle Coleman. Coleman's got it for a first down catch at the 47-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Golden Lions.
Over the middle, Swain's got it. Slips down at the GSU 44. Gain of about 7 or 8. Caught a gain of 8 to the 40, almost the 43. Now we got another stoppage in play at the snap again. Ball start. And a lot of those today as well. So now to be second down and about 6. 2:27 and counting as we wind this one down. 49-31, Grambling with the lead. Pass caught by Hawkins. Nice move. Gets up to the 36-yard line and a first down for UAPB. Stops the clock momentarily at 2:14. Hawkins and Young, Willie Young, both had big days receiving for UAPB. Duncan dumps it off left to Hawkins and out of bounds at about the 32. Gain of about 4. .157 left in this one. Going up top to Hawkins. Big collision at the 15. He took a shot. Ball was dangerously thrown up, but that defensive back coming over the top there, and he just knew there was going to be a big collision. Both players shaken up on the play. It was Mike Roach, defensive back, coming in and smashing into the Golden Lions receiver, John Hawkins. The second time Hawkins has been shaken up here in the second half. You could just see that one developing halfway through the pass play there. You can just kind of see inevitably that was going to be a big collision. So Hawkins down on the field. They attend to him as he's slow to get up here at this homecoming football game at UAPB. Big crowd on hand. A lot of them still here in the stadium. The rest of them have already made their way out to the parking lot to tailgate and celebrate homecoming 2015. Hawkins slow to get up here. And let's hope he's okay. Boy, he is really being gently carried to the sideline. Looks like his game is probably going to be over. For Hawkins, redshirt sophomore from Montgomery, Alabama. Duncan gonna throw it. He's got Swain open, slides to the 23 and enough for a first down. Cody Swain Jr., a lot of these receivers will be coming back next year. First and 10, gonna throw it. Duncan's in trouble. He's gonna have to eat this one. Sacked back at the 29. They'll give him progress to the 28. Loss of about 5 on the play. 1:15 left in this one. throw it over the middle. Duncan, it's really Young, and then he fumbles it. Young just drops it after he caught it and ran with it for about 3 or 4 steps. He's saying he never fully had, never really had possession, but he fumbled it at the 20, and that's where Grambling will take over, and now they'll just mill it one time, and this puppy's going to be over. It appears 49-31 will be the final here for this homecoming game. A lot of fight by the Golden Lions today. Still looking for that first SWAC win. Grambling coming in 7-0, undefeated in conference play. The Golden Lions played them very tough for a while, and Grambling ended up opening up a big lead with that sequence right before halftime, and first couple of turnovers to start the third quarter put a big separation in the game. The UAPB, outside of that sequence, really hung tough with Grambling State today, but just not enough, as Grambling State is going to win this game by a score of 49-31. And looks like they're going to have to down it, snap it one more time. Play clock's at 25, game clock about 5 seconds ahead of that. They down it, and that's going to do it. So our final score in this one, Grambling State 49, UAPB 31. And a wild, high-scoring second half. But Grambling State pulls it out. It'll be our final broadcast for football on TV. We'll have basketball coming up for you after the new year. So hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving coming up here in a couple of weeks, and a happy homecoming as we wrap things up here for our crew back in the KUAP studio and our UAPB-TV sports crew. I am Tim Stubbs saying so long from Golden Lions Stadium, and homecoming 2015, 49-31 our final, Grambling State over UAPB. Happy homecoming, go Lions, and so long from Golden Lions Stadium at UAPB. Good night.